India is a nation, as we had recently been hearing about our aspiration to become, an economy of US dollars 5 trillion by 2022, and that implies almost about the double size of our current economy. We are aware that ours is a predominantly agrarian economy, and so far as rainfed agriculture is concerned, out of 127 agroclimatic zones in India, 73 are rainfed. So primarily these areas are occupied by small and marginal farmers who are virtually at the mercy of the vagaries of nature. As I was just thinking over it, the first thing that came to my mind was, the need for a data harmonization on this subject. By saying so, I am referring to the data maintained by various organizations like the Ministry of Agriculture, Department of Land Resources, that is ours, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, or the National Rainfed Area Authority and others. There is a need to have a clear-cut definition and harmonized data for reference, which will then facilitate authentic monitoring of the achievements. So under the WDCPM KSY, about 20.5 million hectare degraded land has been treated. That is over a span of about a decade now, 2008 onwards. And this program has benefited more than 2 million farmers with additional income generation. And side by side in the department, we are also taking up modernization of land records so that we could provide secure tenancy of our farmers and our agriculturists. As you're all aware, the SDGs are intertwined and influence each other intricately. I'm sure that by making a concerted effort to address LDN, we will be able to get long-term multiple benefits for health, well-being, and socio-economic development of our entire society, especially for the livelihoods of the rural poor. I'd also like to mention that in our vision document for 2024, we are making strong recommendation for taking concerted effort for development of rain-fed and degraded land. And as a department, we are envisaging to undertake a new generation of watershed development program, which we have had a discussion with our CEO and RAA. And we are thinking in terms of what practically we could do. I mean, many of us are involved in it, but from our watershed division, maybe about a 5 million hectare is something we thought is achievable of degraded land as an annual target for treatment for the next 4 years. That means up to starting with 2020, as this present WDCPM KSY would come to an end by 2022. So by 2020, we are looking at rolling out a new generation of watershed treatment program. And in this, the learning needs to be incorporated while formulating the new generation of scheme, building into it climate change resilient factors. Some of the issues I'd like to flag at this point are reducing the life period of projects. Currently our program, though we say it's 4, but it's stretchable up to 7, but I'd like to see that it stretches no more than 5 years at the most. And there is also perhaps a need to relook at the size of intervention, currently which is 5,000 hectare, and also revisiting the cost norms, taking into various other factors, including the time in which the present one was made a decade ago, and then ensuring effective conversions, which has been actually happening in the field, but we'd like to enhance that much more, and then strengthening of institutions involved. I think this is also very important, with close monitoring of our projects, and reassessing the quantum of the central assistance which is as of now about 58% of the project cost. And also on the more up-to-date technical support and incorporate best global practices. And last but not the least, market linkages for the farmers as we were. So I think the recommendations today, deliberation as our CEO has already said, understanding, but in practical ways in which we can really come out with suggestions as to how we can actually deal with it in the field and really make the program and our interventions more effective. So this is what I also would like to look at.